morning, good week, good day, good afternoon. It is I, Brendan Traxler, again with you every Monday now for this is like episode 152 or 151, something like that, of doing these shorts. So it's like almost 3 years straight of doing these. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, this is the July 27th episode. And so one thing I got thinking about this week, a couple of different things. Let me get real with you here. I got an email earlier this week from over in the Middle East, and they were saying, "Hey, I saw this Instagram video, and I was curious if this is available yet or not." So looking at the Instagram reel, it's from a different, just some engineering thing. But anyway, they had taken one of our images, AI'd it into a video, which was a horribly done AI video, and flagged it as a Chinese company, and that China was developing these underwater data centers, but it was with our designs. And so anyway, I talked to people. I'm still in communication with these people in the Middle East about all this. But it got me thinking, everything that's been going on, deep and now with this, as far as designs go. And I wanted to talk even more about just different designs. But it's one of those things where I think that in anything, you don't give everything out there. For ASC specifically, I have lots of other designs, either like split off to do different things, or down the road, or if something happens and the phase 2 habitat design ends up not being a reality type of thing, I've got other stuff out in the works too that hasn't even touched any major engineering or anything like that, but just basic designs. And I think it's good to have that. And where do you get your inspiration from is also good too. I thought back to shows like Sequest DSV and stuff, which we talk about a lot, or I talk about a lot. But the whole submarine was designed to look like a giant squid. It's very organic, and even the skin of the submarine was self-healing and it was almost like skin. And so it's and you look at some other designers out there who have designed some great ocean-based things that take a more organic approach to it. That's not my approach. I kind of wish partly it was, because I think it's a very beautiful way to look at things. I just, unfortunately, my brain doesn't allow me to do that. I like lines, and I like it minimal. So it's one of those things where obviously we'll have to hire somebody that's a little bit better at the design aspect down the road. But I'm all over the place on this, I understand. But it was twofold. It was really get people thinking about design. I think design is important. I like to drive around, architecture, design, all those things fascinate me, and I see them all the time. I'm always taking ideas, and some of the engineering designs and stuff I have that have come from just everyday life, or from video games even. It's like, ooh, I could take that and do this with it, and how would that work? So I think it's keep an open mind. And I'm speaking to myself here too. Keep an open mind about some of this stuff to allow your creative juices to flow. But also, secondfold, don't give out everything. I think there's a saying out there or something like that, you're only as good as your best invention or best thought or something like that. And so it's kind of that type of thing there too, is if you give it all out there and somebody comes around and steals it, or does something, copies it or whatever, then what do you have? And so I think that's important as well. But that's just my thoughts. Also, hopefully this is the last week that I'm dealing with these dark lights and this view and stuff along those lines. I'm hopefully have some of this cleaned up and out of the way. It's been a little hectic here recently, and so I apologize for the lower quality video if you watch these or whatever. But hey, it's Patreon poll time, and I really wish these were maybe more engaging. I don't know. I think they're fun. I asked it'd be nice if I'll just say this, I wish more people would overtake them. I think that getting people involved in it would be a little bit more fun. I think the people that take them now have a great time. But anyway, I need my glasses for this. So the podcast we talked about last time was about the ArcPad Reef Resort. And if you're not familiar with that, go back and watch that. Listen to that podcast from last week. But the questions were: would you be interested into the Reef Resort? And the options were: yes, I'd love to book a stay. Yes, I consider becoming an investor. Maybe I want more info. Not right now, but I support the symbiotic relationship with seasteading that we have. And then not for me. And actually, we had three votes on this one. The first three is that yes, I'd love to book a stay. Yes, I consider becoming an investor. And maybe I just want more info. And it's they were all the same amount, so it was no real winner on here. But I like to see that. I try to make these engaging and fun, so I'm glad to see that. Whoever took those had a good time. Anyway, I've said enough. I hope you all have a great week. I will see you soon, and as always, take care.